What's up, everybody? I'm John Hoover. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about why Jalen Hurts needs to keep an open mind going into the Combine. We're going to talk about if Kyler Murray will get his way this year or not, and the new opening in Oklahoma's athletic department. Also, keep an eye out for my new video on why Eddie Sutton keeps getting screwed over by the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Trust me, you do not want to miss my take on that. First, if you want more videos like this, please consider subscribing to this channel and or hit that notifications bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video posts. And if you click like or if you want to leave me a comment down below, it does make a difference here on the channel. Trust me, it does, and I do appreciate it. Also, please follow me on Twitter at John E. Hoover or go and like my professional Facebook page. I like the sound of that. At John E. Hoover Media. Those are always evolving. Those are always kind of moving targets, so to speak. So I encourage you to go check them out. All my stuff gets posted there. Okay, let's go get it. Jalen Hurts will work out at the Combine at quarterback only next week, even though myself and others like Mel Kiper thinks his best chance is not only making a roster but making an impact would be at the slash position, whatever that is. You know, like teams wanted to do with Tim Tebow, like the New Orleans Saints are doing with Taysom Hill currently. On a national conference call yesterday, Kiper projected Jalen Hurts as a fourth-round draft grade right now, and I think that's probably in the ballpark. I don't think Jalen Hurts has the total package that NFL teams currently demand out of their starting quarterbacks, and I'm talking specifically now, I'm talking about number one, accuracy, number two, arm strength. I mean, those are the physical attributes that everyone is looking for. But then number three, and maybe just as important, if not more so, depending on the team you go to and the system that they run, number three is the ability to read defenses, the ability to diagnose coverages and pressures, blitzes and things like that, where they're coming from. As much as anything, the ability to anticipate what receivers are going to do on a given route tree, as well as anticipate what the defenses are doing, particularly the defensive backs. I'm telling you guys, the NFL DBs, man, they are just freaky sticky. And with the ability that they have to cover, and then you throw in the defensive coordinators in the NFL who are so smart, always disguising things and tricking receivers and quarterbacks, I can say confidently, I really believe this, that that's not one thing I saw out of Jalen Hurts, neither at Alabama or Oklahoma, was the ability to read and anticipate defenses. In fact, I think as much as anything, I'd say the LSU game with all those guys they got and that scheme that they ran exposed him on that front. Now, that's not to say Jalen cannot contribute to an NFL team. I think he can. I think he can be an impact player. I really do. I think he's a more natural and instinctive runner than Taysom Hill. I'd be shocked if he's not a better route runner and a better receiver than Taysom Hill. And I'm 100% certain he is a better thrower of the football than Taysom Hill. And I say all that, but you need to know that none of that is a knock on Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill was my favorite college football player when he was in college. Loved watching that guy. Absolutely loved the dude. His toughness, his willingness to do anything to win a football game. I'd even say right now that he's one of my favorite NFL players to watch. And listen, me and Mel Kiper and others might be confident that Jalen Hurts is not currently a starting quarterback in the NFL. Maybe he doesn't project that. But I'll be honest. I said pretty much the very same thing about Lamar Jackson. I'll admit it. And, you know, look what he did last year at Baltimore. I mean, he just won the MVP award, right? That's all. No big deal, right? I do think John Harbaugh and his staff did an unbelievable job tailoring that offense to suit Lamar Jackson's unique skill set. I do not think Lamar Jackson is long for this league. And I hate to say this, but if he's carrying the football 150 to 175 times every year, like he has so far, I mean, no. The kid is special. He's absolutely special, but he's also 6'2", 210. In other words, he's not built like Cam Newton. But give it up to Harbaugh and the Ravens again for being able to exploit what it is that he can do and helping that team win. Does Jalen Hurts find a team that can do for him the same thing? I don't know. I think he's just not as fast as or elusive as Lamar Jackson, so maybe it wouldn't quite work that way. But I have no doubt that Jalen Hurts' best way to stay in the NFL for a long, long time is to add that slash to his position. I mean, Tim Tebow had that quarterback-only ego, and look what it got him. A TV job and a 220 batting average in the minor leagues. Kyler Murray's got it figured out now. I mean, we already knew that, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. Oklahoma over Texas A&M. football over baseball. Yeah, he's got it figured out. But now he's actually lobbying his team, the general manager, the Arizona Cardinals, to draft his boy, CeeDee Lamb. Kyler was the number 1 overall pick last year and became the Offensive Rookie of the Year, had a great season. It's no secret, however, that Arizona is still hurting for talent on both sides of the football. But while it's not Kyler's decision to make, and he said as much, when you're in the Cardinals front office and you're talking about value and need and draft position, what's available, all that stuff, etc., I'm telling you, Kyler knows a sure thing when he sees it. That's why he told the Arizona Republic recently that me and CD, this is a quote, me and CD have a great relationship. That's one of my boys. I would obviously be very fond of that pick. I don't think that would be a bad pick at all. Kind of agree with him. CD is widely regarded as the number 1 or number 2 among wide receivers in this year's NFL draft. Scouts love his frame. They love his long arms. They love his catch radius. They love his hands, his route running, his speed, elusiveness, all that stuff. Top shelf, no doubt. But the more they see him, the more they talk to him, the more they're going to discover about him, and the more they're going to like his attitude, his work ethic, his humility. When CD does test at the Combine next week, he's going to impress everyone, I'm telling you. He's going to impress everyone. But I think teams will be just as impressed when they bring him into those little 15-minute meetings and they start interviewing him and talking to him and asking him those dumb questions. I thought the Cardinals GM Steve Keim screwed up pretty bad last year when he had the first pick of the second round and he chose not to draft Cody Ford. Now listen, you guys know me. I don't want to sit here and pretend like I'm all Boomer Sooner and, oh, you guys are the best, any of that stuff. I don't do that. You all know that. Most of you know my track record. I cover the team objectively, and I only spit the truth. I mean, that's kind of actually my thing, is objective truth. It's kind of my calling card in this business, and it's why so many of you have jumped on the channel, and I do appreciate that. But Cody Ford, guys, all he does is go to Buffalo, start every game for a playoff team. I'm not looking at this in hindsight either, okay, where you said, I told you so. I said strongly last year on draft day, I said it on my radio show, the Cardinals would be stupid not to draft Cody Ford at the top of the second round. You draft the quarterback at number 1 overall, and then you don't even take his suggestion on who the best guy is out there to protect him? Kyler wanted Cody Ford, but the Cardinals went instead with a cornerback, Byron Murphy. Sure, you need a cornerback. NFL teams need a cornerback, there's no doubt. But priority 1 should always be to protect your most valuable assets. And Kyler Murray became just that when the Cardinals drafted him number 1. The 2 receivers the Cardinals drafted last year, they still have kind of an incomplete grade, no doubt about it. And Larry Fitzgerald he's getting pretty long in the tooth, as great as he is. I think CD fits exactly what they're going to need in the 8th pick overall of the first round, if he's still available. Anyway, maybe Steve Keim will listen to his quarterback this year and actually draft CeeDee Lamb. Keim told Arizona Sports 98.7, quote, "From my text stream, you can tell he likes him." Yeah, he does. You guys probably saw the news this week that Oklahoma is going to be looking for a new food coach. The position was created for Tiffany Bird in 2013 as Director of Nutrition. It's a good title. And I'm telling you guys, to hear everyone tell it, from players to coaches to Joe Castiglione himself, she was amazing at her job. She announced this week on Twitter that she's leaving her job after 7 years, and she didn't yet say where she's going. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but OU has not announced a job posting yet. But I think Tiffany Bird was so successful in working with athletes all across the athletic department. The guess here is that they will definitely hire someone soon. Got to eat, right? I mean, got to eat right? Anyway, that's it for today. Remember, if you like this video, I encourage you to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, or share it in your social media channels and tag me, and I will share it on my social media. Also, please go find me on Twitter at John E. Hoover and on Facebook at John E. Hoover Media. And don't forget, keep an eye out for that Eddie Sutton video coming soon. Thanks for watching. See you guys.